Alright, hello everyone, and welcome. How's everyone doing? Welcome back, I guess I should say, right? Been a few days away. A lot of people aren't used to that, right? A lot of people aren't used to me not being here every day live streaming. Let's face it, I rarely take a day off, right? So welcome. It is Tuesday, June 7th, 2016. I'm Darkside Phil, and this is my gameplay stream for the day. Coming back after 3 days away with a stream of Mirror's Edge Catalyst. A premiere game, new game, came out today. I actually played the beta of this back in, what was it? It was either late April or early May. Forgive me that I don't remember the exact dates that I actually played it. There was so much going on at the time. And it actually was one of the more impressive betas. And the reason I really say that was it because it was a groundbreaking game and blew me away? No, but it was because the beta was 3.5 hours long, which is pretty crazy. In this day and age, usually when you get a beta, you end up playing it for just, half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. You just get a flavor for whatever the game is. But it sure seems to me like recently a lot of these betas have been getting longer and longer, right? In this regard, Mirror's Edge, 3.5 hour beta. You had Overwatch that had basically the entire freaking game available as the beta, which I still can't get over that they did that. So, yeah, this will be interesting to see. Mirror's Edge, a game that I played way back when. If you guys remember, it was actually, I think it was 2008, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was either 2008 or 2009, but I'm almost positive that it was 2008 when I played Mirror's Edge, the very first one. And, back then I was using my digital camera aimed at the TV. And, it looked terrible, especially for a game like Mirror's Edge where you had a lot of brightness in some places and a lot of darkness and color contrast and stuff. The game did not film very well, let's face it. But back then, I was one of the few people doing gameplay with live commentary and unedited, raw, guerrilla-style photography. It wasn't highly edited, polished stuff, and it certainly wasn't a walkthrough of the game or anything like that. And, So, today, Mirror's Edge Catalyst begins, and I'm excited. Now, of course, I played the beta, so I get the feeling a lot of what we're doing today, at least in this first session, may end up being the stuff that I already did in the beta. I kind of was expecting that. That's kind of the unfortunate trade-off you get when you have a long beta like that. You're going to end up doing a lot of the same stuff, at least initially. But that's okay. I'm doing this 3 days this week. I'm playing this game today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So after today's session, what I'm hoping is we'll have gotten past most of the stuff that I did in the beta. We'll move forward in the story. We'll get more interesting stuff going on. Maybe more abilities will be unlocked and stuff. And go from there. Okay, so, yeah, 3 straight days I will be live streaming. Around 3.5 hours of gameplay each day. And yes, all those videos will be uploaded to DSPGaming, my YouTube channel, after the end of the stream. If I have time later this week, what I would like to do is a video that's basically sharing my thoughts on Mirror's Edge Catalyst after around 10 hours of gameplay for KO Gaming. As you know, KO Gaming, did for quite a while there. It was almost 3 straight weeks, had giant leap in popularity thanks to the viral video about Homefront the Revolution. It's finally ended. The video no longer is at the top of YouTube search rankings for gaming, so no one really cares about Homefront the Revolution anymore, let's face it. So that popularity has died out. But what I'd like to do is maybe at least once to twice a week put out a video for KO Gaming, so there's an increase in attention over there, and the now 18,000 plus subscribers that I have on that channel have something to watch. I'd like that to be a good supplementary source of content and gaming for you, rather than just the raw gameplay stuff here on DSP Gaming. So if I have time later this week, that's what I would like to do. Now, you might be saying, well, when's Phil returning full-time? What's the deal? This Sunday, I'm returning. Now, here's the thing. Originally, I was going to do a gameplay stream on Sunday, and then I was going to cover the Bethesda press conference that evening. However, what I found out is now EA, for whatever reason, I guess they feel trumped, because last year, Bethesda decided to do their press conference for the first time in ever. Like, they never had their own press conference at E3. And everyone kind of just agreed in a big consensus that Bethesda had the best press conference overall. I mean, they had so many new games that they announced. Fallout 4 with the release date. Doom. All kinds of stuff. And, of course, now we know that they're working on the next Elder Scrolls, which they may be announcing this year at E3, right? So they basically blew it out of the water, and I think that EA is so jealous that happened last year that they think we've got to trump them. So what's EA doing? EA's doing their press conference even earlier in the day on Sunday this year. Normally they do theirs on like Monday or Tuesday. They're not doing it. They're doing it on Sunday. Now they want to be first. So they probably paid top dollar to do it. So that being said, being that there's both an EA and a Bethesda press conference on Sunday, I'm thinking maybe it makes more sense for me not to do a gameplay stream, to maybe if I have time to squeeze in a little bit of gaming in between the downtimes and press conferences, but instead to focus on those press conferences and do my reactions to those as I do every year. FYI, this year's going to be a little different because I think I'm going to put those on the King of Hay Vlogs. Now, you may say, why am I going to put it on the King of Hay Vlogs? Well, it's simple, because as of this year, I have the new model, the 3-channel model, right? DSPGaming is for live streaming and for raw gameplay, period. You're not going to see anything else but that on DSPGaming moving forward. KO Gaming is for edited style content. You want to see edited, countdowns or maybe the best and worst of E3, that kind of stuff. You'll see that on KO Gaming. But for the videos where I'm just talking, that's going to be on the King of Hay Vlogs. So that means that the E3 reaction stuff is going to be on the King of Hay Vlogs. Don't worry, I'll be spamming the shit out of social media. I'll be spamming the crap out of every channel. I'll probably make a special video on DSP Gaming to explain, yes, you need to go to the King of Hate Vlogs for my E3 reactions this year. Okay? But yeah, so I'll be doing reactions to both EA and Bethesda on Sunday. If I have time to squeeze in gameplay, I will, but it'll probably be offline. Alright? Now, Monday is the big three. Sony, Microsoft, I'm sure Nintendo will be doing their Nintendo Direct, or that might be Tuesday. I have to look up the schedule. I'm not sure yet. I'm so busy this week, I haven't had a chance to look at anything. There's going to be other ones as well. Ubisoft usually does one, and then you get little minor kind of releases in there, of which I'm going to be trying to look up all kinds of coverage and stuff, so that I'm in the know, because what I'd like to do during that week is obviously my usual reactions videos of reactions to Bethesda, reactions to EA, reactions to Ubisoft, reaction to Microsoft, reaction to Sony, reaction to Nintendo. At a minimum, I'll probably be doing all of those videos, okay? If there's another special event or press conference, I'll probably do a reaction video to that as well. But also that week I want to balance gameplay, because I'll be playing Mirror's Edge. A lot of people keep messaging me on social media. I don't know why they don't read, because I've said it about 1 million times on Twitter at this point. No, I'm not currently playing The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC. It's on hold. It's been on hold since last week. It will continue to be on hold until E3 week, when I finally have a chance to sit down and start playing gameplay daily again. It would be really dumb for me to squeeze in an hour of it out of nowhere and have no real progression, right? So next week will be a balance between the coverage of E3 stuff, plus the continuation of Mirror's Edge Catalyst and the continuation of The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC. Now, already, a couple other people contacted me and they said, well, were you aware that Minecraft Story Mode Episode 6 came out today, Phil? To which I respond, that's great, good for them. It's too bad that they didn't tell anyone when it was coming out, and they decided to literally just release it out of nowhere with no actual forewarning. They just said, oh, it's out this week, here it is. Too bad. And it's sad because I really did like Minecraft Story Mode, but I definitely don't like the bait and switch that they did, where they sold you a season with a cliffhanger ending, and now you have to buy another 3 episodes in order to get the full, the full ending of the game. It's bullshit. It really was a bait and switch. I think they did it on purpose, quite honestly. And it sucks that their release timing is so willy-nilly. Telltale still can't get it right. They don't understand that not everyone has the ability to drop everything they're fucking doing to play their games. And they just keep releasing them whenever they want, instead of saying, oh, here's a schedule so you know when it's coming out and you can plan for it. So even though, yeah, I would like to play it, I have no time this week, I have no time next week, and by the time that I finally have time to play it, I don't know if I'm going to care anymore. So, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. I'm certainly not super disappointed that I'm not playing it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. No, I'm not playing it right now, and I have no plans to play it next week unless things, for some reason, completely, don't work out. I can't foresee how they're not going to, because I have both games, right? I have both Mirror's Edge and Witcher 3, and so I can play both and alternate between them, so. Alright. Alright, so that's what's going on with myself and my business. Now, let's very briefly talk about my personal side, what's been going on the last few days with me. As you know, I really haven't been doing anything. I haven't been posting much on social media. I haven't been posting up many pictures, maybe a few here or there, but that's it. Here's what's been going on. So Saturday was my first day off, and I say that in quotation marks because honestly, it really hasn't been much of any time off at all. There's been no time off for me. It's just been away from streaming, but it has nothing to do with me just getting relaxation time. Saturday, I spent a good 5 hours completely scrubbing my house. Every bathroom, every nook and cranny, the entire kitchen, you know, using these strong cleaners to try to clean every handle, everything you could think of, and oh my god, by the time I was done, not only was my house nice and shining clean, but I was drained to hell because, it's, you know, the bottom line is I live with my girlfriend, and I should do a better job of cleaning the house. I know it. I should maintain it better. I should, from time to time, take time out to, you know, do this kind of stuff. The problem is I really don't have the time. Every day I'm here live streaming. Every day I'm here uploading videos. Every day I'm working 8 to 10 hours at least on YouTube. Then there's supervision. Then there's social media. Then there's the other stuff that I need to do, you know, personal stuff. And I don't have hours every day. I don't even have a few hours a week to sit here and clean. So it kind of built up for a while. And then I kind of had to just take care of it all at once. So I took care of that. And it was hilarious because I took a bunch of pictures of it while I was doing it, you know, on social media. You know what that means? Social media. Social. Meaning people who follow you on social media probably want to know more about you. They want to know about your social life. They want to, you know, not that I would reveal every little detail of everything I do, but I thought that the fact that I was taking the time to do this might be entertaining to some, which, by the way, it was. Most people who follow me on Twitter and Instagram did not mind whatsoever that I was kind of sharing my experience of scrubbing my house on Saturday, and I even shared some knowledge with people about this bath stone. That was amazing. It got all the rings out of my toilets almost instantly. It was the best thing. I tried bleach and other cleaning materials. Nothing had worked. This bath stone was amazing, and it freaking worked, right? So I share all this on social media, and I get a couple bad apples. Why are you putting this up on social media? We don't care about this. It's like, then why do you follow me on social media? What did you think I was going to put up on there? Seriously. What do you put up on Twitter and Instagram besides personal stuff that you're doing? I mean, that's kind of the whole fucking idea. I get the feeling there's some people who don't understand what social media is. But anyway, I digress. That was my Saturday, okay? Then on Sunday, the temperatures in the state of Washington hit a record high. 95 degrees. Burning heat in the sun, the hottest it's been since we've moved here, okay? During that day, my parents arrived, so we had to go to the airport. Unfortunately, my parents' flight was delayed. We got stuck at the airport for an extended period of time. Then I had to, basically, you know, drive them. We came back here, got some stuff set up at the house, then we had to take them to their hotel, then we went out for dinner. And not to say that it's a bad thing, but it's stressful, you know, it's time, it's work to be driving all around. And in the heat in particular, took a lot out of me. It drained me, because I was already sore from, you know, cleaning the house for 5 hours on my hands and knees. My whole body was sore, and now here I am driving around 95-degree weather all day on Sunday. So then yesterday, Monday, was the day when we were getting set up to do some home improvements, starting to paint Leanna's office. So we had to go to Home Depot. I ended up going to Home Depot 3 times. Because we just kept forgetting stuff, which is typically what happens every single time you go to do home improvements. So, yeah, I ended up going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm terrible at painting, by the way. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've never really done any major painting in my life. Never painted a room or anything like that. And I tried it with a paintbrush. I was fucking terrible. I was getting streaks. I was running. I didn't know how to do the scraping of the paintbrush on the edge of the can. So either I had too much paint or too little, and I'd drip all over the place, or I'd get to the wall and there's no fucking paint on my brush like an idiot. I mean, it was the first time I'd ever done it. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Seriously. But then I got a paint roller, and then I kind of got my stride. The paint roller, I think, is my thing. I started painting the whole wall, and boom. That was easy. That was pretty easy, although I did get a couple spots on the ceiling, but what are you going to do? You know, it is what it is. And, so it was, not to say it's not fun, but we got a lot of progress done yesterday. Okay, a lot of progress. And we basically got the first coat of paint in her office yesterday. And today, now, my dad and Leanna will be working on the second coat, because guess what? I'm in here working. So I can't, unfortunately, I can't be in there to help them paint today. But, you know, they're doing it. And, you know, later after I finish the stream, if they need any help, I'll help them. But we'll see. And what the good news is, it looks like this office, if things go swimmingly, which they have been so far, we haven't run into any major problems or anything. The office will probably be done by the end of the week, which means, excuse me, before my parents even leave, we'll be able to get all Leanna's stuff back into the office. She'll be ready to hit the ground running with her business, because now, you know, she's getting orders coming in and stuff, and she can't do anything because she has no office. She can't process the order. She can't print out the shipping label or anything like that. Worst case scenario, she might have to try to get her printer working with my computer in here and get that going, but for now, it is what it is. It looks like in another 1 to 2 days, we may be able to get everything done. And then we'll get all her stuff back in the office, which means by the time that my parents are leaving on Saturday, the office will be done, and we'll be able to get back to our normal kind of scheduled lives. I don't think that it's all just work. It's not. My parents and I, we've already gone out to dinner twice of 2 pretty awesome places. First, we went to a local kind of American fare place, and yesterday we went to this really awesome seafood place called Duke's Chowder House, which we just discovered out here, and we love it. But that's it for me for going out, at least for the next few days, because as you know, me and my diet, I need to stay not eating seafood and red meat and stuff every week. So for me, now we're going to start cooking. I think we got some chicken breasts we're going to be eating today, and tomorrow we're probably going to be having some of my sauce with pasta, stuff like that, just to stay home so we're not going out every day, because I can't. Unfortunately, my diet, my health, I have to maintain it. Can't go out and eat the good stuff every day, right? Not to say that cooking at home is bad, but still, you know. When you have guests, you like to go out. It is what it is, though, okay? So, that's kind of the deal. I'll be working for the next 3 days, and, you know, then we'll have a few more days off. Really, Friday, Saturday, I probably won't be doing anything, and then Sunday, I'll be back with E3 coverage, gameplay next week. So things are going good. The only real negative, two negatives, really, that I have to say. Number one, the house smells like paint, and, you know, of course it smells like paint. It's going to smell like paint. It stinks. That's what happens. Unfortunately, you know, I'm stuck in the house. Right now I'm in my office, which is right next to Leanna's office. It smells like paint. I have a candle burning in the office. I'm going to leave it burning for about a half an hour to hopefully get this scent kind of in here, so that it'll trap it and maybe keep this the paint smell out of the office while I'm in here working. That's number one. Number two, because of all the stress and all the heat and the work and the sweat that I've been doing, I actually broke out with a rash all over my neck. Where normally I wear a necklace, because when Leanna and I started dating, she bought me this nice chain, and I've been wearing it ever since. You know, not to say that I don't take it off. I take it off and I clean it or whatever, but I've been wearing it for the good part of shit for maybe, Jesus, almost 5 years. And unfortunately, what happened was it got real irritated, the back of my neck, wearing the chain during all these hot days and these stressful days, and I got this nasty-ass rash now. So now I'm putting cortisone on my neck and shit. I'm like, oh, God, what a week. My time off, ladies and gentlemen. This is my time off. Amazing, right? All right. So enough about that, all right? Enough about that. We're going to start with a new game today, so let's get excited. I'm excited. So, very quickly, I'm going to do gratuitous plugs, all right? In fact, I'm not going to do most gratuitous plugs. I'm going to skip most of them. I'm only really going to do 2, all right? I'm basically just going to say this. Thank you for watching my live streams. Thank you for watching my on-demand videos. I know that it's been a scarce week of content. Next week, things should pick up back to kind of full-time with gameplay and with my E3 coverage. So I hope you're eagerly awaiting that. You know, it's going to be a slow month to start, but I think it'll pick up near the end of the month, which is good. Thank you for being patient and for understanding with all the stuff going on in my life that, you know, a few days here I haven't been around. I'll be here for the next few, which is good. But thank you. You know, it's been a great few months, and I hope to keep that going. The only two quick things I want to mention, obviously, patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Right now, I have notified all patrons for the month of May that they need to send me their info so they can get their accounts upgraded. Once their accounts are upgraded, they can begin to say what games they want to play in the upcoming multiplayer marathon that's going to happen in early July. And in addition, they're also voting on which dates they think that they would like to participate in. It actually looks like July, I think it was July 1st and 2nd, Friday and Saturday, seem to be the days most people are saying they're available for. But then there's a few other days that people are voting on as well. I'll have more info on that shortly. If you are a patron from May and you sent me your info, FYI, I will be processing that near the end of this week, meaning I'll send that to the webmaster, and the webmaster should be processing forum upgrades and the like around the end of this week. So by early next week, everything should be hunky-dory, and you can post up in that thread, and you can tell me what games you want to play and the dates, etc. Okay? Outside of that, the only other thing I'll give a plug to is my girlfriend Leanna's business, The Black Current. Right now, she's doing a sale. In honor of my parents' visit, 20% off any order of, I think it's $10 or more with the code PARENTS20. That's PARENTS20. You can find her shop at etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. That's spelled CURRANT. She sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. It's good stuff, high quality stuff. I love it. It's the only stuff that I wash with. Much better than the stuff that you'll buy in the store 9 times out of 10. It's good for you because it's glycerin based. It's not like these detergent bars that you get in the store. That's why they're so cheap, because they're terrible for you. Give a look, Gina Saji, if you are in the stream chat. Gina Saji, one of my mods, actually just posted up the link to the business. Thank you very much for that. Check it out. You might think, man, why is Phil advertise this on a gameplay stream? You'd be surprised. The majority of people who've ordered from Leanna are people who watch our stuff, and they've tried it and they loved it. Repeat customers, and she's got nothing but positive feedback. Almost 500 orders, I believe, she's had in the past year. Give it a look. Etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. And, again, the code PARENTS20, PARENTS20, to save 20% off any order of $10 or more until the end of this week. Alright, that's it, everyone. Good pre-stream. Thanks for being patient. Let us start with Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Are you excited? I'm excited. Let's do it.